Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, some of you may be wondering out there which insurance company to use when booking your cruise. Now, I'm going to give you my own personal recommendation. Now, I've used the insurance company Top Dog before, but I think a few years ago the website went down, so they stopped their business. But now Top Dog Insurance has come back. And they're offering 20% off, I think, at the moment. Other people may choose to use All Clear. That's another insurance company which has appeared on TV adverts, and you can usually use a code, something like use code TV10 or something. Another one you can use is Stay Sure. One that I've used is Insurance With. Some people might choose to use Saga. Or you can go on these Go Compare websites or the Meerkats website and obviously see what insurance comes up. But I stumbled across one for my cruise in March, and it was a very good deal. And this was inclusive of cruises, because it even told me on the website which itinerary it was. Well, I actually put the dates in and it came up with what the itinerary was and the ship that I'm going on. So I've actually got the documents here. And my insurance policy is with Oasis Insurance. That's the policy company. That's the company I've chosen to go with, right? So on this policy, it's classed as a single trip, and it's the single bronze cover. And it's for 9 days, and it's starting the day of the cruise to when I come back. And I've put the countries that I'm going to be visiting on this cruise. So that's Cyprus, because that's where the cruise ends. Malta, because that's one of the ports we go to. And then Spain, because we go to Cartagena. But also Tenerife and the Canary Islands is also classed as Spain. And then I've added the cruise cover to the insurance. And the total premium that it's cost me is £23.24. Now that is very good. Some people have been paying hundreds of pounds, or maybe even 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds. Some hundreds of pounds. If you have an annual cover, it may cost you 400, but then that covers every holiday you go on then, doesn't it? So if you do a cruise, you obviously add that to your policy, which will obviously make it go up a bit. And you just obviously pay the difference. But if you're going on land holidays, then you would obviously put in an annual premium. And if you go on a land holiday, then obviously you won't add the cruise cover to that. But if you have to amend it, then you would amend it and then just pay the difference. So for the cruise, I've got a really good deal, and it's Oasis Insurance. And I'm going to put the website on this video, at the end of the video, in the description, and you can look yourself. Because I did do a video a while ago on this. And then obviously there's emergency contact numbers you can ring, and then obviously if you need to make a claim. But it's Oasis Travel. Oasis Travel Insurance. That's the website. I will put it in the description under this video. But if you want to use other insurers, that's fine. And obviously, as I said in the video earlier on today, I've got the hotel booking, which is here. So I've got that. So I got a good deal for that as well, for the 1 night, and that's without breakfast. But I get free Wi-Fi in the room, plenty of tea and coffee. So that is for the night before the cruise, and you can check in from 3 o'clock onwards on the day you're going, until 11 a.m. on the day of departure. Well, I'm going to be out of the hotel before 11 a.m. because I'll be obviously boarding the plane around that time for the flight to Tenerife. So I got a really good deal for that. So I'm quite happy with that, because on the airport website, as I said in the video, it was a lot more money. So, and if you have the parking package as well, it obviously makes it more expensive. But you have to park in zones C, D and E on the car park at Leonardo at East Midlands, which used to be called the Jury's Inn. And to get to that hotel, you basically take the A50 if you're coming from this end, Staffordshire end, go right to the end, and then head for East Midlands, and then you turn right for East Midlands, and then you go over the first roundabout, and then you go to where the traffic lights are, and you turn into East Midlands. It's on the right hand side. If you come into East Midlands from Castle Donington Village, then obviously you don't go in the first entrance where the jet parks are. You carry on for the traffic lights again, but you turn left, and the hotel's on the right hand side. Because you can also stay at the Radisson Blu, you can stay at the Holiday Inn, there's a travel lodge at the services at Donington as well, but then you'd have to drive to East Midlands Airport. You'd have to drive from there to the car park at East Mids. But if you want to do a park and fly, then you can book that, which means you get given a token when you arrive at the car park. You go into the hotel, they give you a voucher, you go and put that on your car, and then you obviously go to the hotel, have your night stay, leave your car there, go to the airport, have your stay, go back to the hotel, you give them the voucher back, and then they give you a token which then you put in to exit the car park. That's at the Leonardo one. If you want to do a park and fly, that's the package that they offer. I just decided to do the stay because I've got the car park booked separate. I'm going to be using Midstay 3, which I've used for Benidorm in 2023. And also when we went on the cruise on the Explorer 2 with me, mum and dad and my brother, we went from East Midlands on that cruise, and we parked on Midstay 3. Dad parked on Midstay 3. And then we just walked across the terminal. So I'm using the same car park for this cruise, but I'm staying overnight at the hotel because I don't want the hassle of the morning of travel, going into rush hour traffic at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning to get to East Midlands for 9 to check in for the flight for 12. And I also can't do the night before bag drop off because the flight is after 12. And I did ask at the airport about that, and they said no, you can't then. So it was a bit of a shame, even though it was only 10 minutes after 12, but they wouldn't let me check the bag in. So I decided to stay in the hotel anyway. But that's the insurance I got. So I'm going to put the link in the description under this video, so you can check that out. So I hope that's helped anybody that's thinking of insurance for their cruise. Obviously, a lot of insurers don't have cruise cover on the policy. You have to add that yourself, which will cost extra money. And you can also add electronic devices as well if you need to have cover for those in case they get pinched. But most insurers do allow cruise cover automatically with the policy. This was a specific cruise policy, actually. So I didn't have to click add cruise cover. It was an actual cruise insurer. So go on to Oasis Insurance and have a look for yourself. Put the dates of your travel in and the destinations you're visiting as well. And then obviously you should get a good deal. But a lot of companies at the moment are offering deals. Insurance with definitely are. Jet2 do have insurance, but I don't think you can add cruise cover with them. But if you do have a Jet2 insurance for your holiday, then you put in the code TRV20. If you've got a MyJet2 account, that's the code you put in, TRV20, and you get 20% off. Because obviously when you book holidays with Jet2, you can add insurance on your booking, and then you have to pay the extra money. But if you want to book insurance separate, then you use TRV20, as long as you've got a MyJet2 account, and you get 20% off. So you can use those, but obviously they don't have cruise cover. So for a cruise, specifically, use Oasis Insurance. TUI have insurance as well, but they might be a bit dearer. So you just have to shop around. But this is my recommendation. So I hope it's helped. So it's @CarlSmith25 to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.